Friends, Romans, and countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Prem, not to praise him. Oops. I guess it should be the other way around. I come to praise Prem, not to bury him. But I truly believe that by the end of this speech, Prem would be dead and buried. Prem's interaction with females has only been limited to a good morning in the morning and a good afternoon in the afternoon to his female faculty members. Though he is 25 years old, but his interactions have never been beyond this. Now I ask you something. All of you must be aware about the term friend zone. That is a place where some ladies keep certain men who do a specific role for them. But Prem belonged to an elite class altogether. He belonged to the category of the food zone, the project zone, and the assignment zone, as his number was saved in female's phone by the name free food, call for project, and the person who is most appropriate for assignment. The saying goes that when Prem's crush takes a printout, even that is one-sided. That is the irony. It all started in 2009 when Prem decided to come to Pune to join the MBA college. The kind of innocent person that he has, when he was given the registration form on which it was asked, "Your mother tongue," he replied, "Pink." And we had to correct him, we had to tell him that, bro, this is not right. So for each and everyone else, the MBA was a Master of Business Administration. But for Prem, it was something else. It was misery above anything, bouncing. I know that it is a very difficult term to understand, but for Prem, this was very, very true. And the only reason why Prem joined that college was because it had a co-ed hostel. I mean, what did he think? That he'd land up in Pune and there would be females waiting for him, making a queue for him. I think that could have turned out to be true. But when you enter your college looking something like this, it is a little difficult. But still we thought that maybe Prem would like it, so we gave him a chance. So Prem lived on the 5th floor, as my title is Prem's MBA. Prem lived on the 5th floor, which primarily comprised of a lot of females. And that is the reason why I have already told you he joined the college. So he happens to be a person who follows a schedule. Every day he used to go to sleep at 11 p.m. And his true friends, which included me, we don't even yawn by 2 a.m. So one fine night, what happened was, at exactly 2 a.m., we entered his room. As he was living in a triple occupancy, so he was not allowed to bolt the door. We just went inside. 4 of us picked Prem Shankar up. We took him outside while he was sleeping. We threw him in the air. We turned and we went back. And then we heard a loud sound, thud. Immediately the doors opened, the females came outside and they saw someone reeling on the ground. And that person, ladies and gentlemen, was our Prem Shankar. Life indeed was very, very tough for him. Then came the moment for Friendship Day. So we made a group. We were about 5-10 people. We were going and wishing around people on the occasion of Friendship Day. It was about 12 a.m. in the night. And we had a girl who said, "Who is this Jata Shankar who has given to me a card which has a heart and an arrow, and the arrow exactly divides the heart into 2 parts." And we saw that there was a gentleman who was running, and that gentleman was none other than Prem Shankar. Little did he know that his true friends like us had given similar cards to more than 100 girls in the college. Now I have to show you something else. How many of you know what this is? Okay? So this happens to be the logo of Playboy magazine. Now little Prem did not know about this. He somehow saw this photo on Google, got awestruck and searched for the highest resolution of this photo. After exactly 15 minutes, he found what he was looking for. And to our utter surprise, he made this photo as his Facebook profile picture. I tell you, the kind of messages that Prem Shankar got and the comments that he got were truly, truly hilarious. And then he realized that he has actually done a blunder. Now comes the icing on the cake. while we were living in Pune, it was very difficult for us to commute because the local expense there was very, very expensive. The taxis and the auto took a lot of money, and to get buses was a very difficult task. So we thought that we'll take our motorbikes from Dehradun all the way to Pune. That person was Prem, who motivated all of us to do it. Now what we thought was, we got our bikes packed, we took our bike through Jan Shatabdi from Dehradun to New Delhi. Though it was difficult for us changing the train from the Jan Shatabdi to a Duronto Express, we had to shift our bikes, but still we managed to do it. And then when we reached Pune, we were very, very happy because finally we had our bikes there. So it costed us a little bit of money, but then it was okay. But Prem had different ideas. His father worked in the railways. So he thought that there's a train which is known as Bandra Express, which goes directly from Dehradun to Mumbai, that he'll take his bike through Bandra Express, which is a direct train. We told him that you can take it along with us, but he said, please don't teach me, don't preach me. And we people were like, okay, let's go ahead with your own ideas. Now what happened was, it has already been about a month and Prem's bike has not reached Pune. Prem has gone twice to Mumbai. He has been informed that his bike is not here. Now he has some contacts in the railways. He works with them, he talks to them, and finally he goes to the railway station again, only to be informed that since the past 2 months, his bike has been standing there at the railway station under the dust and the rains and all other possibilities that could happen to his bike. Now he went up to the officer and asked him, sir, how can I get my bike? It has already been about 2 months. To which he is informed that either you have to pay an octroi tax, which will cost you about rupees 10,000, or the other option is that you have to collect your bike from Pune. So he says, okay, my bike has been booked till Pune, so I'll collect it from Pune, there's no problem whatsoever. To which he's told that there is not a direct sleeper train from Mumbai to Pune. So your bike will first have to go to Ahmedabad, and then from Ahmedabad your bike will come to Pune. So after exactly 2.5 months, and he has paid thrice the amount that we people paid, his bike arrives in Pune. And a person like me, how can I let go of such an opportunity? So what I do is, I write a mail through our internal server to all the college students and to a selected faculty members. It's a very emotional mail, and it reads something like, it is a day of rejoicing for all of us. Prem's bike has finally reached its destination. Since the past 2.5 months, it has gone through hell. And now we are organizing a small prayer for Prem Shankar. So I request each and every one of you to please come at the canteen around 3 p.m. Then what we did was, we bought some ribbons, we bought red cloth, then we got some thread which is tied around the hand, we made a swastika on his bike, and his bike was circulated and moved all through the college. And his bike, which was a 5-year Honda CD-Don, trust me, even when it was new, these kind of celebrations never happened. Never ever happened for Prem Shankar. One night at 3 a.m., I was again not sleepy, so I thought, what should I do? So I made a profile for Prem Shankar on shadi.com. When I was asked, I means Prem Shankar here, do you have certain specifications or something special? So I wrote, yes, HIV positive. But I didn't know that they'll call Prem Shankar in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. to verify his account. And even today, Prem Shankar gets calls and messages from shadi.com. He has unsubscribed many a times, but I don't know why the calls and messages come. Then came the moment which made Prem the talk of the college. There was an event where we had to dedicate roses and some wonderful words to someone from the opposite gender if we wanted. Now you know that Prem has lovely friends in us. I don't recall the number of messages or the roses that were sent from him, but I recall one instance of one lady. So he had sent a message for a girl who had a mole near her lips. The message was in Hindi. I like to say. The message was, तुम्हारे होठों के पास ये जो तिल है, तुम्हारे होठों के पास ये जो तिल है, ऐसा लगता है दौलते हुस्न पर दरबान बिठा रखा. Which means that the mole near your lips is the guardian of the wealth of your beauty. Now, Prem looked up to me and said, bro, my dear brother, not even in the wildest of my imagination can I ever think of something like this. I said, we people are here to help you, don't worry. Prem also joined Toastmasters. Though he did not go beyond his icebreaker, but his icebreaker was something very, very good because I helped him write it. So out of the 5 minutes that he spoke, 3 minutes were about how helping Rahul is, how motivating Rahul is, how Rahul has helped me give a speech, how Rahul is this, how Rahul is that. And then I also applauded him that you have given a very, very good speech, my dear friend. Now Prem was tired. He already was going through a tough phase. So he decided that I should go to Goa now. So he went to Goa, we clicked some wonderful photographs. One of that photograph in which he comes out of the sea in his John Abrahamesque avatar, wearing only one apparel of Lux Cozy. Now you people would have guessed it, what he would have been wearing. I don't know how. I have absolutely no idea how that photo was circulated through the internal server to every student of the college. And the female said that this indeed is a sight. So Prem's MBA turned out to be very, very difficult, but things did not end here. We had one more surprise. So one night, while we were going through his Facebook profile, we thought, why shouldn't we hack him? So we hacked his profile. And what I realized was that this innocent Prem of ours is actually not innocent. This Prem who we think to be as a shy person actually messages all the girls and wishes them on all occasions. It was as if Diwali, Dashera, New Year's Eve, Christmas and all these things just didn't exist for people who are in the male gender. All these things were, and all these occasions, the people who were wished were only girls. And they also had nicknames like Miss CT Special and My Iceberg and things like that. We were surprised. We never expected anything like this. Now why do you think were we surprised? Because we had found a new side of Prem, maybe? But what made me very, very surprised was the fact that even Prem had it inside him to talk to females. Even Prem maybe wanted to perhaps give a very, very nice speech. Even Prem wanted to be known, just like everyone else. And there is one more thing which he has, which each and every one of us has in this room, and that is a limiting belief. A limiting belief about something which makes us stop from doing things. That limiting belief can be regarding anything. Maybe regarding love, maybe regarding relationship, maybe regarding family, maybe regarding money, maybe regarding exercise, maybe regarding public speaking. Due to one past bad experience, we are not able to convince ourselves that we can actually achieve and do big things in life. Maybe our parents were not good public speakers, maybe they were not good orators, so we think that we cannot do it. Maybe when we were young, our parents did not have money to meet the expenses, which makes us negative whenever we think about money. There can also be a possibility that someone in my family might have met with an accident while exercising, which makes me stop going to the gym. Or there also is a possibility that my dad used to fight with my mom, which makes a girl think that all men are bad and I should not get into a relationship. But trust me, ladies and gentlemen, all these handcuffs, all these invisible handcuffs is what prevent us from doing things. Just one past bad experience does not mean that your life cannot be good. If I would have known the power that words had, like in my previous meeting I had said, that words have the power to move hearts, and when hearts are moved, limbs automatically start moving. I would have gone up to Prem, told him that you are good enough, that you have the kind of passion and the dedication which can turn out to be a boon for any organization you work for. But little did I know at that point of time that we have to move him. And each and everyone sitting over here, trust me, has one limiting belief or maybe two. You can find a person who is very good at bodybuilding, but when you talk about his family, his love, his money, he's not good at it. Because he thinks that at all other fronts besides my gymming, I'm not good. And that limiting belief stops us from winning, from doing things which we are capable of. And it is a misery, ladies and gentlemen, that due to one limiting belief, we are not able to achieve what each and every one of us can do. Give life a chance. And it would reward you. It would reward you with things that you have not even expected, with unexpected things. And you can win in your life. And in the meanwhile, I'll also pass on to each one of you Prem's number. You can call him up, you can message him, and you can tell that Prem, each one of us loves you. He's now doing really well. He's working with the government bank. And long live, buddy. I know that you'll be a little disappointed when you see the speech on Facebook, but then it's okay. So friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Prem, not to praise him. Oops. Thank you.